Pakistan has formally lodged a strong protest with Afghanistan following the deadly terrorist attack on a Pakistan Rangers camp in Karachi, while the government has reaffirmed that the Indus Waters Treaty remains legally binding despite India's attempts to suspend it. Meanwhile, Pakistan International Airlines has officially come under private management. The Islamabad High Court has given the defense 2 weeks to begin arguments in the Al Qadir Trust case appeal, and the Pakistan Meteorological Department has warned of widespread monsoon rains across the country from the first week of July. Here's a roundup of today's top stories. The Foreign Office has summoned Afghanistan's chargé d'affaires and issued what it described as a strong démarche over Saturday night's terrorist attack on a Pakistan Rangers facility in Karachi's Gulistan-e-Joy area. According to the military's media wing, 3 Rangers personnel were martyred and 4 others were injured in the attack. The Inter-Service Public Relations said the assault was carried out by terrorists belonging to the Indian proxy group Jamaat al-Iraq. 3 attackers were killed during the security forces' response, while another, identified as an Afghan national, was arrested alive. Foreign Office spokesperson Tahir Andrabi said Pakistan also conveyed a similar démarche through its ambassador in Kabul. He said Afghan nationals, including the suspect arrested during the Karachi attack, had participated in the incident, adding that it once again showed Afghan soil and Afghan nationals were being used to orchestrate terrorist attacks inside Pakistan. Following the attack, Pakistan carried out an intelligence-based operation in Bajor and later conducted what the government described as calibrated precision strikes on terrorist hideouts in Afghanistan's Paktia, Tika, and Kunar provinces. According to Information Minister Ataullah Taher, a total of 29 terrorists were killed, including a commander identified as Khan Faroush, also known as Zabal. Moving to another major development, the government has reiterated that the Indus Waters Treaty remains legally enforceable and cannot be unilaterally revoked or amended by India. Speaking at a press conference alongside Climate Change Minister Musaddiq Malik, Information Minister Ataullah Taher said Pakistan's position on the treaty had received international support and that the agreement remained in force. His remarks come after Indian officials reiterated plans to ensure that not a single drop of water flows into Pakistan. Taher said Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Chief of Defence Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir had repeatedly declared that water is Pakistan's lifeline and red line. He added that a seminar would be held in Islamabad to raise awareness about Pakistan's rights under the treaty, with international legal and water experts expected to attend.
भारत को बड़ी रुसवाई का सामना करना पड़ा है और उनका स्टांस किसी एक फोरम पर भी उसको तस्लीम नहीं किया गया। तो ये जो सेमिनार होने जा रहा है कल इस्लामाबाद में, पूरी दुनिया से वाटर एक्सपर्ट्स इसमें तशरीफ़ ला रहे हैं और लीगल एक्सपर्ट तशरीफ़ ला रहे हैं और इस सेमिनार के तहत आगाही दी जाएगी कि पाकिस्तान का जो हक है पानी के ऊपर, दरियाओं के ऊपर, इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी के मुताबिक, वो हक है क्या, उसकी नौयत क्या है और उसके जो मुख्तलिफ पहलू हैं वो क्या है। तो ये फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स काइंड इंटरनेशनल सेमिनार है और बैरून मुल्क से बहुत सारे मेहमान पाकिस्तान आ चुके हैं। और देखिए, जब न्यूट्रली बात होती है तो जो बैनुल अक़वामी सतह पर माहिरीन हैं उन्होंने सब ने पाकिस्तान के हक को तस्लीम किया है।
In economic news, the Privatization Commission has formally transferred management control of Pakistan International Airlines to the Arif Habib Corporation-led consortium, completing the first financial closing of the privatization process. The new board has appointed retired Lieutenant General Anwar Ali Haider as chairman of the airline. The government said all conditions required under the share purchase and subscription agreement had been fulfilled, including regulatory approvals, aviation reforms, taxation arrangements, and corporate restructuring. The investor consortium has now paid 10 billion rupees to the government as sale proceeds and injected 80 billion rupees into the airline to strengthen its finances, modernize its fleet, expand routes, and improve operations. Overall investment commitments under the agreement total 180 billion rupees, with further investment planned during the second financial closing over the next year. Turning to the courts, the Islamabad High Court has granted the defense 2 weeks to begin arguments in the appeals filed by PTI founder Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi against their convictions in the Al Qadir Trust case. The court also dismissed contempt petitions filed by the couple after observing that the required powers of attorney had now been signed. During the hearing, the bench warned that if the defense failed to proceed on the next date, it would ask the National Accountability Bureau prosecutor to begin arguments instead. Separately, another bench of the Islamabad High Court removed procedural objections to petitions challenging the alleged solitary confinement of Imran Khan and Bushra Bibi. The petitions filed by Imran Khan's sister Halima Khan and Bushra Bibi's daughter Mubashira Khabar Manika argue that both have been subjected to unlawful isolation. The court directed that the petitions be formally numbered while leaving the question of maintainability to be decided during judicial proceedings. And finally, the Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast a fresh nationwide monsoon spell beginning in the first week of July. According to the PMD, a westerly weather system and moisture from the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal are expected to bring widespread rain and thunderstorms across Kashmir, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan, northern Balochistan, and parts of Sindh. The department has warned of possible flash floods, urban flooding, landslides, and damage to infrastructure such as electric poles, solar panels, and billboards. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.